Alright. Okay, you should have already, if you're watching this video, you should have already completed exercise 11B1, numbers 7 and 8. 11B1, numbers 7 and 8. You should have already completed those before moving on to this next example, which is example 6. This is part 3. Tell these examples are getting progressively more difficult. Very gradually, actually. Hopefully it's so gradual that you aren't even noticing the difference. This is we are on page 221. That oval looks awful. And it says simplify. A is 3a minus 9 over 3, and B is 4x plus 6 over 3. Okay, let's see. Now this is one of the situations where we talked about in the previous lesson where you can't simplify unless all three of these terms within the fraction are divisible by the same thing. Well, in this case, we lucked out because guess what? They are all three divisible by the same thing. So, what is that number? It's 3. So we're going to divide each of those by 3, divide by 3, and divide by 3. This equals a minus 3 over 1. Oh, guess what? We have it over 1. That means our fraction is gone. That's always a good thing. That's our final answer. And that is it. Let's look at this second one right here. My dog is barking. I don't know if you hear her. Okay, now let's look at these three. Those three are not divisible by the same number. So we have a bit of a problem. The only thing you can do, the only thing you can do with this is you can factor the top. And sometimes you'll see textbooks will do this. They're going to factor off on 2 on top and do something like that. Sometimes the textbook will write this as 2/3 times 2x plus 3. A lot of times you'll see them end up doing it like that. So basically they're pulling this number and this number out to the front like that. And that's basically, somebody's knocking on my door. I think that might be Christy coming home from work. Anyway, so pause just a second. I don't know how to pause this video. I'm doing the video, so let me go answer the door real quick. Wasn't Christy, it was Jason. Anyway, alright. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know how to pause this video thing. I need to figure that out. It would be easier. So, anyway, so that was example 6. The book actually didn't do this part, but I went ahead and did that because a lot of times you will see that. You're going to go ahead and now complete, before you move on, you're going to pause the video, and you're going to do exercise 11B.2. Just number 1. And when you're done with that, just come on back, continue where you left off, and we're going to do example 7. So I'll see you there. Alright, so if you are watching this right now, you should have already completed this right here before you move on to example 7. This is again on page 221. So simplify by factorizing. You're going to find that simplifying by factorizing is your best friend when it comes to algebraic fractions. Simplifying by factorizing is going to be like your best friend. You're going to love doing that. It just makes things so much easier. Okay, so it's 4x plus 8 over 5x plus 10. My tablet is updating, so it's slowing down. I should disconnect from Wi-Fi. Then it won't update anymore. Okay, that was A. Ooh, that's not good. Ah! That's not what I meant to do. Okay, hold up. Again, I wish I knew pause button on this thing. Okay. Okay, there we go. And our B, still being sluggish. A, B, technology can be great, but has issues. B minus C. Okay. This is about as basic as it gets as far as simplifying algebraic fractions. What you're going to do is you're going to factorize the top and factorize the bottom, if possible. It's not always possible to factorize both. And it's not always necessary to factor both as well, as you'll see with part B. On the top, we're going to factor off a 4. And on the bottom, we're going to factor off a 5. Try to stop some updating. Not updating, so I don't know why it's restarting the all share cast. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. See my Christmas tree lights in the background. Okay, alright. So this isn't coming through. X plus 2. Okay, now that we have, you can see we have the x plus 2 on top and bottom. So we can just cancel those. And guess what? All we're left with is 4/5. Who would have guessed that this simplifies to this? It's hard to tell by looking at the original problem. That's why you just have to take it step by step and factorize when possible, and stuff goes away. And I love that stuff goes away. It makes things so easy. Let's look at part B. We're going to factor off an A on the top, and we're left with B minus C. How convenient. That is quite convenient. Y'all see what I see? Cancel, cancel. And we are just left with A. That is it. That is our answer. Pretty easy, huh? Very simple. So, okay, you're going to do exercise 11B.2, number 2. And that is it for today. This is due. This needs to be done by Thursday in order to keep on track. My goal is for you to have 11A and 11B done before Christmas break. That way you won't have any homework over the break. If you don't stay on track, then you're going to have homework over the break, and that would be not so good for some of you. So if you have plenty of spare time over the break, then, you know, to each his own, I suppose. But if I was you, I would go ahead and try to get that done before the break starts. So try to get through this done by Thursday. And on Thursday, when you come into class, we're going to do examples 8, 9, 10, and 11. And you'll complete the rest of exercise 11B. And then we're going to move on to exercise 11C after we come back from the break. Alright, so I will see you tomorrow, Thursday, in the video. Obviously, I won't actually see you. I'll see you in the video. And make sure you continue working on your take-home test and get that finished. And make sure you turn that in no later than Friday at 11 o'clock. Alright, so I will see you in the next video.